Hey everybody. Yo! How is everybody? Here we go. Happy Friday. Joko, Kansas Cop Watch, what's up? DR Broden, how are you? Irish, hey my friend, thanks for being in here. Lucky us today, we've got a vertical stream. A horizontal stream. You guys, it was the dumbest thing ever. I could not figure it out, but I finally figured it out, primarily because I took the time to figure it out. Just one little icon, just to change to horizontal, so here we go. So hopefully this stream isn't going to be a mess for my mods. Probably won't be a lot of people in here. It could end up being the world's most boring stream or the world's most interesting stream. You never know what's going to happen in a Regan Benson stream. Live stream. I like live streams. So we're about to go look for Phil. He's not in an area that he told me he would be already this morning. Lo and behold, for those of you that have followed the story with Phil, we just got done housing him in a motel to the tune of a little over $2,000 because the city of Denver told me to fly a kite over helping 65-year-old Phil, who we've been through rounds and rounds and rounds to try to get him into a safe setting. Phil is part of the elderly population. Phil is #1 priority vulnerability list. The city doesn't care. What the city cares about is the optics of what Johnston wants everybody to believe as we are successfully addressing homelessness. No, we're going out and we're targeting encampments or where people are camping together, and we're telling them, you can't be here anymore, so we're going to take you into temporary shelter or just give you housing right from the street, even though that's called rapid rehousing, and those people will be right back out on the street in less than a year. But anyway, as far as the priority list goes, Phil, 65-year-old Phil, he doesn't matter. Phil matters to me. And we are in a wicked heat wave. Started yesterday. It's going to continue through Sunday. It's going to be over 100 degrees. So we're traveling with frozen water bottles, regular water bottles, and electrolyte hydration mix. And we're going to go check Phil's mail because, again, Phil came up for more housing. It's subsidized Section 8 housing. And he had come up for housing a little over a couple months ago. And that didn't work out because we can't get his documents from out of state to include his birth certificate. We don't have a Social Security card because Social Security Administration, I don't know, isn't mailing that stuff. It's been a disaster. The city and county of Denver, however, could just take Phil right now and put him into a micro community where there is space and he could have shelter from the streets while we figure this out. But no, we're not going to do that. Why? Because Phil's slated to be left for dead. That's why. It's called Denver's City and County Death Plan. Phil, from what we can estimate, has been homeless for close to 15 years, chronic homeless, out on the streets of Denver, in southwest Denver, right along this South Broadway corridor for probably 15 years. Phil needs help. And so this other set of housing he came up for is in a different location. I feel better about that. It gives me closer access to Phil because I don't know how well Phil is going to do indoors. And that's another thing that Denver just fails to recognize, is looking at this vulnerability list and placing people where they're most likely to have success. So we've got a caseworker through Colorado Coalition of the Homeless, the best, who is also facing a bunch of stonewalling when it's coming to getting Phil's documents. Phil is a legal resident of the United States of America, and we can't seem to get anything put together for Philip. So that's today's summary. So come along with us, me, for now, until we find Phil. And we're going to go check his mail. We're going to go check his mail to see if that birth certificate that's now been ordered again and his social security card showed up or not. I saw Philip yesterday, and he probably doesn't remember that. I'm exceptionally worried about him because of this heat wave. This is hyperthermia 101. I guess, you know, some people don't understand that dehydration can mean death. And I'm not doing a lot of direct street outreach. I'm just traveling with the water because there's always a need. Contemplating putting him back in the motel for at least a few more nights, but when you're doing that at $2,000 a pop at $450 a week, it adds up. Oh, come on. To no end. When Denver, with their $150 million that they've spent since Johnston's plan, since Johnston got elected, to stop homelessness, $150 million. They've got open spaces in the micro communities. They worked with us advocates, you know, and said, oh, you can each have 2 spots. Make your referrals. Yeah, so we made our referrals. We get 2 spots, even though we know everybody best out here. The city knows better, because it's government. You know, they understand people. That's why they're going to be answering to the people again, why all these people are back out on the streets in less than a year. So that's slated to happen. Guaranteed. And some of them are already back out here. So I'm just gonna kind of observe here for a minute. Sometimes he just appears, because that's what Phil does. Reading chat. How is everybody today? DJ, what's up? What is subsidized Section 8? Well, there you go. You just explained it. Oh, somebody asking you that? I've never heard anybody only having to pay $8, but... Joker, what's up? A storm is brewing. Every day, more and more people feel like they've been abused, violated by power, tripping, ignorant law enforcement, and crooked, corrupt courts. Amen. I mean, I think all of us, as far as in the activist world or the auditor world or the cop watcher world, there's a reason. Our experiences brought us here. We understand it. And you try to educate people, warn people, empower people, guide people. And 8 times out of 10, it ends up being, I told you so. But you can also empower people as well. And I just want to say the more cameras on cops, the better. Boy, I had a very interesting interaction with Inglewood PD last night. One officer, Gene Mulder. It's first time I've had a female cop hot on my trail to take me down on bullshit lies. Yeah, I saw her last night. She thought it was kind of funny. She's gonna be thinking everything's real funny as soon as she continues her shit and gets caught on camera. Yeah, she put in a report the other day that she had to remove a homeless woman from the scene. A homeless woman that I was helping. She had to remove her because self-proclaimed First Amendment auditor Regan Benson was filming her and she didn't like it. This is also code for cops obstructing our right to film them. Yeah, this bitch is a really dumb broad. And they thought she was pretty special over there in Inglewood. She was a really special detective. Yeah, tasked with investigating Regan Benson. Wonder if she just investigated that $130,000 lawsuit I just settled with Denver for retaliation for protected activity. I'll bet she didn't do that, did she? Because had she wouldn't be doing the shit she's doing. So I just told her last night, as I had her on camera, I said, bitch, better get your report writing straight and your facts straight. And document this because I'm not a self-professed First Amendment auditor. I'm a dirty cop watcher, bitch. And that's why I'm watching you. Because you're a dirty fucking cop. She didn't have much to say. So I'm hoping Philip has not had any police contact over here. And I hope District 3, Denver DPD District 3, is leaving him alone since they can't seem to offer one stitch of help, only criminalization. And then bolster their commander, Brian O'Neill, who runs the entire District 3. Yep, Phil stays in Denver. He stays out of downtown. He stays by himself. He's not safe in groups. So, haven't seen him yet. Come on, Phil. Hey, is Phil over there? Do you know where Phil is? Do you know Phil? Little older man with a white beard. You seen him?
Mississippi, Broadway, to the left.
Really?
It's the alley.
In the alley? Thank you. I'm gonna go check it out. I appreciate it. Have you seen him over here though? Do you know what I'm talking about? Okay. Thank you. Making friends. Hey, do you have enough water? Do you want some water?
I'll take some.
Yeah. You know what the temp's gonna be, right? Oh, my friend, you gotta be careful. It's gonna be like 102 for the next 3 days.
Damn. Okay. Good.
Yeah. Here, you got something to put these in?
Yeah.
And take one of these hydration things, those electrolyte things.
Oh, right on.
Add that to that water, okay?
Awesome. Thank you so much.
You bet. Take care. All right. Well, where he told me Phil is, I don't, it's not where Phil told me he was going to be today. We only have till 2 o'clock to get this done. And notice I'm starting out 3 hours early. Because if you recall one of the last live streams we did when we went to go check Phil's mail, where he gets his mail, he was there at 2:10. Mail closes at 2 o'clock. So I went in. I said, please, can you check this man's mail? His birth certificate might be in there. It could mean getting him off the streets today. And this bimbo at St. Francis says to me, if I have to go check his mail, he's going to be suspended from the facility for a week. That's called helping the homeless. So we're going to another area that this guy told me he's sure where Phil's at. Or at least that he knows exactly who Phil is and that that's where he's at. So Phil could have had a whole change of plans and movement since I saw him yesterday. Something has got to happen for this man. It's grinding on me. It's been grinding on me for going on 2 years. If you'll recall, we put Jesse, Phil, and Dawn in a motel back in December, a couple years ago, during the holidays. And they stayed there for a few months, but everything fell apart. But that is when we started their housing process. So that's why we're here today. Because Phil keeps coming up for housing. Because Dawn and Jesse have passed away. For those of you that have been around for a while, you remember Jesse's passing. Being a horrific situation. Dawn's as well. But it wasn't quite the connection with Dawn like there was with Jesse. And Dawn had family, Jesse had none. None. Down here. I just don't see this being somewhere where Phil would be. You okay on water? Do you need water? You know how hot it's going to be for the next few days?
Yeah.
102.
Oh, goodness.
Can you?
Yeah, here?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, Arizona, like here.
Oh, you're from Arizona?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're kind of used to it, but you know why this is important, right?
Thank you, yeah.
Here, there's a frozen one for you. You want one of these little hydration electrolyte? Yeah, put that in the liquid
cigarette?
one. I do not have cigarettes.
Thank you, ma'am.
Stay safe. Bye. You know, you could go to some rec centers too if it gets super hot out. I mean, it is going to be super hot out, and you could go to the rec centers. Take care. If it becomes intolerable, you can go to the rec centers. So, this is the norm of trying to get through helping people. See? If I don't have him in a motel, this is what happens. And the wind is blowing. This is interesting. My car thermometer right now at 11:30 in the morning says 104. So these forecasts of 102 today, I think, are going to end up being closer to 105, 107, especially in Denver. There are going to be a lot of heat-related emergency responses out here for the next 3 days. It's going to be bad. Nobody said the wind was going to blow like this either. Not good. My car's probably going to overheat. I don't know. This stupid little car does a lot of stupid things when I'm running the air conditioner in stop and go. I've had it in like 15 times. This car had a transmission problem at like 30,000 miles. This stupid little Nissan 4-cylinder lawnmower needed, I guess, a new transmission. So, if you're just joining or hanging out, thank you guys. We're, oh, Mama lost 106 in Brighton. Oh, shit. Not good. Yeah, this is gonna get scary. They didn't forecast it to get this hot on this day. They said these temperatures are gonna increase. This could get a little hairy. Yeah, I like the horizontal stream. It's more manageable. We don't need hundreds of neutrals. And thank you, mods. And if you're new in here, for those of you that are in here, you know the rules. You can't disparage homelessness. You can't hijack my chat, and my mods have control of the chat. Hey, if I haven't posted this yet, but it should be on my channel. We're going to do a StreamYards with one cool dude by the name of Mike, who has brought himself out of homelessness and deep addiction. We're going to do that tomorrow at 7:30. Please go click that bell for that stream. You guys, I am telling you, this is going to be one you do not want to miss. You can't be there live to talk to Mike and ask some questions. I mean, this dude's an open book. Tomorrow is his 2-year sobriety date. 2 years sober tomorrow, and we're going to do this live stream 7:30 Mountain Standard Time, and I would really love it if people were in there. Mike doesn't really know I'm doing this yet, but I want to support Mike with a little bit of extra cash. So if you feel like buying Mike lunch or saying, hey dude, congratulations, I'm going to put his Cash App in there. This dude is working 2 jobs. He's got himself housed on his own, paid his own bills. I think he just finished his driving part of his CDL this last week. And man, I never saw this coming from Mike. I'm going to tell you what. This dude, I would go out on the streets and I'd be like, dude, you're going to die. I'm never going to see you again. Oh, it's all good. It's all good. I got this. Well, he never had this. And I do think some prison time cleared his mind. However, he made the conscious decision to stay sober and flip his script when he got out of jail. And man, did he ever. It's just a huge success story. You guys, you want to be there for this. I'm so proud of this guy, and I know his family is. He's a true success story, and it can be done. It can. It's hard. It takes determination. And I think, Mike knew. His days were numbered if he didn't make these decisions to stay sober. And not just staying sober. Man, I mean, killing it. A lot of people get into some sobriety programs and it takes, easing back into society, which I know that was the case with him somewhat, but just one day, man, he spread his wings and took off. Seems to be making great choices about not surrounding himself with the same people. All those things that end up bringing you right back down. He's out of the Denver metro area, making his daily commute to work, to school. It's like round-the-clock operation for him. So this is an honor, and I'm paying him for his time tomorrow because it's a big deal. And he could only do this tomorrow at 7:30 Mountain Standard Time. And so we're going to make the best of that at least hour, I hope, that we have together. And he's gonna tell us how it is. And his physical appearance, oh my goodness. It's like night and day. He is a handsome, good-looking dude. He's about my oldest son's age. So I can say that. He's a kid. 30s. So we're still looking for Phil. We have until 2 o'clock to check his mail. If anybody knows where Phil is, could you let me know? So far, it's the world's most boring live stream. However, I can incorporate some good storytelling time. Poor Phil. And he shouldn't be out here in this heat. Now my thermometer says 103. What's this dude doing? Hey, do you need water? Come get some water for me, honey. You know how hot it's gonna get? It's just gonna get hotter for the next few days. You make sure you drink, okay? Here, take that one too. Do you want one? You know how to put these hydration things in there?
Yeah.
You want a grape one or a fruit punch? They're just electrolytes. Okay, there you go, sweetie. You be careful out in this heat, okay? You know, you could go to some of the rec centers to get inside. Seriously, and you stay in that shade, okay? If you're going to be out here, it's going to get bad. Yeah? Okay. Be careful. Take care. Uh-huh. Not good. That's not a good one. overdose potential is very, very high. And if you're local and you don't have Narcan and you need some, let me know. Yes, I care about people. Do people mean to kill themselves because they're sick? Not usually. Phil, where are you? Huh, is that Dave? Let's go see if that's Dave. That was Dave. Dave! Oh, no, that's not Dave. You don't want to come back here. It's like, who's that crazy bitch walking at me? She probably wants to kill me. Because I look homeless. That's really what's going on out here. It is very, 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 very volatile. And people are being targeted. The amount of violence on the homeless out here, yeah, it's a little troubling. Just a little bit. What the press is doing to them right now. So we're still looking for Phil. Thanks for hanging. Phil, you told me you would be over here. No, he doesn't even remember. I asked him. Where are you staying right now? Oh, I just got some chairs over there. He is literally sleeping in chairs. Make this end. Make this stop. It's heart-wrenching. It's disgusting. Going down the philosophical rabbit hole. If only government wanted to solve homelessness, it could do it overnight. But that's not our interest. Foreign wars, keeping the homeless gives us a sense of security for more government. See, my car's already starting to act up. That's because you can't get anywhere in the city. And you spend most of your time just sitting in traffic. Which, you know what? We're just gonna have to do this. This. And then do this and do that. Phil probably realized how hot it was and immediately went and found somewhere to be out of heat. So we may not be getting this done today. When I find Phil, I'm definitely going to do everything I can to get him out of the heat. Because this isn't good. Car says 104 now. So it's definitely 100 degrees. Your car can vary. And the wind is blowing. Pretty good. Still no Phil. Shoot. Well, let's go into Inglewood. Hey, Inglewood, here we come. Let's go see what's going on in Inglewood. For those of you not familiar with the Denver metro area, our suburbs are literally divided by one street. For whatever reason, I don't know why either, Phil does not venture into Inglewood at all. It is very rare. Well, I shouldn't say it all. I did see him coming down the sidewalk once out of Inglewood. We are now in Inglewood. We were just in Denver. And Inglewood has had this habit for years of just criminalizing their resident homeless population right into Denver. Cowboy, for instance. This was his home, lost his house. They made sure that they banned him from pretty much every public place in Inglewood, trespassed him from all over the place. All these area restrictions, all this weird bullshit, right? That really isn't going on anymore. Now that Joe Jefferson is judge, the municipal judge in Inglewood, which, by the way, Inglewood is the only municipality in the state of Colorado that votes for their municipal judge, whereas they're one of two municipalities in comparison to population that do not vote for their mayor. Now, make that make sense. So, this November, some citizens are doing a ballot initiative to put it on the ballot this November. Should the citizens of Inglewood be able to vote for their mayor, yes or no? So I'm carrying those petitions right now. And if you know anybody in Inglewood that wants to sign, that's a registered voter in the city of Inglewood, I will take that to them. I was going to be a little more aggressive. Dude, why are we stopping right here? I was going to be a little bit more aggressive about my signature collection attempts. Until my attorney said pay attention to the reasons these cops are trying to hem you up. Be very careful in your signature collection attempts and where you're doing those from. I don't think the majority of these cops in Inglewood probably want much to do with me and would be perfectly content if I just died. But I do think there's a small handful of them that are working diligently to be heroes because they're stupid. And see if they can take me down through bogus criminal prosecution, like Denver has so successfully done as well. Denver stopped me. I mean, they really put the tape on my mouth over there in Denver, didn't they? Wow, there is nobody out here on foot. That's good to see. And my car, I gotta turn the air conditioner off and roll the windows down now. Great, huh? That dude's laying on the sidewalk. There's dude. Not good. And interestingly, some of these people that are out here on foot, they're trespassed from everywhere. They can't be anywhere. They can't go to the library to seek shelter from the heat. Holy shit, it's hot. Whoa. That air just hit me. Woo! The car says 105 now. Yeah, I'm probably not going to be able to drive around for very much longer. Dude, you have water? Oh dear. Oh, guy's little motorized wheelchair is broke down right there in the middle of the parking lot. Hey, you want some water? Dude, why do you have that winter coat on?
Stole my water, the phone.
Somebody stole your phone?
I have this in the charger.
You have the charger? Duke, it is too hot to be in that winter coat. Do you want a t-shirt? Do you not have a t-shirt on?
I don't know what.
Unzip your coat. What are you wearing? Honey, it's too hot for that. Here, let me pull up here. You need to put a t-shirt on. Oh. He's in a down black winter coat. What's on under your coat? Somebody gave you a phone yesterday?
Yeah.
I don't have a phone for you, but I got a shirt for you. You can carry that coat. Oh dear. need water?
Yeah, I'm still hungry.
I don't have any food,
Alright, yeah, I'll take water.
but I can give you. I don't know if I have any gift cards. Can you go to Walmart?
Yeah.
And you better get that replaced. Alright, we're gonna call Duke's phone that somebody apparently stole. You want one of these electrolyte packets to put in that water? You want fruit punch or grape? Fruit punch, grape, or glacier?
Great.
Oops, sorry. Let's see here. And I don't have any more gift cards. No. Shoot. Gave that last one out last night to Lee. I don't have any more gift cards, but if you'll hang out here for a little bit, I'll go get some more and bring one to you.
Yeah.
Do you want a gift card in here to King Supers, or
Walmart.
you pick? I hate giving money to both places, but this King Supers, I despise this King Supers. But your choice. All right.
But the person you called has a voicemail box that has not been
It's
set
gone
up
straight to voicemail, Duke.
yet. Goodbye.
It's gone straight to voicemail. Duke, you gotta take that coat off, dude. Put that t-shirt on.
Cold. I did this now last night. This hours cold.
Don't get mad at me. Put this shirt on. Dude, it is way too hot for that. Please. All right. Put that on. That's crazy. You're gonna die.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
You know better.
Why is snow? Snow. Why?
I'll go get him right now. Is that all right?
Yep.
Okay, Duke, but that's not your immediate problem. What's up with that dude? Is he all right? Is he all right? Don't hit him with that chunk of ice. Hey. 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 Yeah, this is not a good situation out here.
No, somebody stole my phone with us yesterday.
Duke, I'm sorry somebody stole your phone. I really am, but that's not your main problem right now.
I have this
Got a dude passed out here.
I have charged
Okay, but
somebody stole
what happened? Did you pass out and somebody stole your phone?
a lot of stolen vehicles around there.
Alright, well, we're gonna go get some Walmart gift cards so some people can get some food. I try to give you water. You told me to fuck off. I tried to give you water. You want water? You gonna drink it? If you wear that coat all day, you're going to be in big trouble. I'm telling you. Take that coat off. Ah, that guy. We try to help. We try to help.
I don't.
I'll be right back. I know this little lady too. She's been chronic homeless as well. Yeah, it's not gonna be a good situation out here. Yeah, that dude's back on the ground. He drank some water. He too is in a coat. Shit. So I had the car parked in the shade. It says it's 103. That dude's not going to have a good day. That's already on the ground. Inglewood they don't give two shits. And remember what happens if you're Regan Benson and you call for help, but maybe not necessarily. Because Vance Fender replied to a city council request made by Rita Russell about their response. Their 911 response when I requested medical to that very spot, just like a half a block down for a elderly gentleman. Apparently, it's the norm here in Inglewood that if a 911 call comes in specifically for medical, and the caller has made it very clear that there's no threat or no weapons involved, they send cops instead of medical. Yeah, they put that in writing. And yeah, they responded to that area when I called, but they had to secure the scene first. Yeah. That's Inglewood for you. So, I've no doubts that death is imminent over these next few days here in Inglewood. Probably Denver as well. But Inglewood is smaller, and they know their hot spots. They don't give a shit. So, you guys, I think I'll end this stream so I can go in Walmart, get these gift cards. Thanks for hanging with me for the time you did. Anybody else got any departing thoughts? Mods, thank you very much, as always. Yeah, Brandon, well, I'm not calling. And I made it very clear that day when I called, and you know that, that this is medical. And when that cop showed up and got flipped with me, the cop ended up calling the ambulance. 8 minutes after I made the original call. Well, that's what they say, 8 minutes. The ambulance didn't show up for 12 minutes after I made the call, and they were right down the street. Yeah. You know, when seconds matter. Fuck it. We'll send the police. Even though it's a very well-documented medical emergency. We'll just deny those services that Denver taxpayers pay for. Yeah. SV. Thanks to Reagan Benson and those First Amendment auditors, I do not want to date or marry a female cop. Well, are you going for a male cop? How about no cops? Yeah, Joker, thank you. I do too. Danny's thoughts. How you doing? 96 in Indiana. Joker, I used to consider myself a kind and generous person. Too many bad experiences have made it difficult being that way anymore. You know what, though? You can't go through life like that. You can't. Thanks, Irish. Appreciate you. All right, you guys, take care. Stay cool. If you're in the Denver metro area, travel with some water, please. Whether you need it or not. Frozen water bottles are always great. Just in case. You know, it only costs you a few bucks, just in case. Could save a life. Peace.